Hello guys, and what did you think of my new intro? I thought it was pretty good, and welcome back to FIFA Ultimate Team. Once again, apologise for the shitty mic. Any background noise, I apologise. So yeah, straight into it, straight with the team. Made a few changes again. We've got Hoylett and that playing. This episode only has one match in it because the highlights from this match were so long. I didn't want to bore you for a 10-minute video, so I decided to split this episode just into one match, and then the next episode will be coming shortly because I've edited it all, and then that will be coming soon. So you'll have a few videos quicker than maybe I would normally have done it. So against this all Spanish league side, against the likes of Benzema, Pedro, Sanchez, so decent enough side. And I'm resting some of my players. You can see I'm only playing Hernandez, Cisse, Figueroa that at the back. I'm not playing Vertonghen, not playing Torres, not playing anyone of decent, like not playing Asayidi. I'm playing Hoylett instead. We get off to a pretty good start, to be honest. Put them under a lot of pressure, and I was quite pleased with how we started this game. Purely to the fact that we had a few shots and stuff that go just wide, and just applying the pressure really with obviously like Risa putting in corners, and then just getting a few shots in like Sessegnon there and just forcing lots of corners. And I'm hoping you're enjoying the series. I'm enjoying playing it, so as long as I'm enjoying playing it, I'm going to enjoy uploading it. It's frustrating because obviously I've only got one Xbox Live account, so I can't play Ultimate Team whilst I'm uploading this series, but it doesn't really bother me that much. And then but then after about 25 minutes he makes his first opportunity and goes through with Benzema and forces Reina to make a good save. But yeah, so nothing really comes of that. Sessegnon goes on a nice little run and forces the keeper, and I thought this might loop in, but it didn't. It looped just on top of the goal, and we didn't get the goal from it. I've learnt these new corners actually to whip it out with the player, so Reece whips it out there, and lo and behold the header comes in from, I can't remember, it was Hernandez I think it was, down into Mbia, and Mbia with the easiest of tap-ins. At first I was thinking he's offside, he's got to be offside, but then I was like, man on the line, perfect, play me onside. Then this goal is quality. Hernandez into Pablo Hernandez, who just dinks, cuts inside again, and then dinks outside, and then just beautifully bends on into the far corner for a lovely little goal from Pablo Hernandez on the 45th minute, putting us 2-0 up. So I'm thinking, fantastic, plain sailing. It's what we want. We don't want anything else. Why would we want anything else? 2-0 up at half time. Can't even complain with that, especially when one of the goals is like that. And he makes another opportunity and almost scores. I thought Reina was actually going to run that into the goal, to be honest then. Then we give it to Hoylett, and Hoylett's just pace. Look at him, just goes, just past one, past two, almost past the third, keeps going, gives it to Cisse, just has a dig, and it just loops over the crossbar. Unfortunately, I thought that it might dip in, but it didn't. And so we go into the half time still 2-0. So Hernandez gets the ball out here all the way. It was a great ball out to him from Figueroa, I think it was. So then Hernandez crosses it, keeper saves it just about, and Figueroa, following his initial ball, it was Palacios making the initial ball, following his initial ball to strike it in from about half a yard out, just being the first one there off the rebound obviously. And keeper came out a long way actually, which is why I decided to have the shot, and very untidy finish to put the Sereno up. The ball switches out to Hoylett. Hoylett comes through and the keeper comes out again, so I just decided to have a shot, hoping that the keeper's not in a position to save it, and it turns out that he wasn't, and Hoylett puts another one in. So 4-0 up, plain sailing, looking like we're going to win this quite comfortably. Not much pressure on us. Hoylett once again passing the ball into Risa, who's got a ping on him, has an absolute ping, and I was trying to go for some nice wonder goal, but it fell to Cisse, who was onside and from almost the top of the box, just uses the pace of Risa's shot just to nod it on really, after holding his run actually. I didn't notice that initially, he held his run quite nicely. We then have a couple of attacks and wouldn't make them have a goal kick. Off the goal kick they dick around with it and eventually dink it to me. So Hernandez, who cuts back nicely here, and the keeper comes out once again. And at this point, the guy's given up. Well, it's 6-0. I think most people are giving up. Well, 5-0 it was, and I think most people are giving up 6-0. And game's pretty much said and done. Now you can probably see why this is only one episode because there's so many highlights. So Palacios cuts inside to Hernandez, has a dig, hits the post. Sessegnon gets taken out for a penalty. I was a bit annoyed. I wanted that Hernandez shot to go in actually, because it was quite a nice shot from the top of the box, but it didn't. So Hernandez then steps up and scores probably one of the most untidiest penalties you see. straight at the keeper almost. Keeper backs off the keeper's hip pretty much into the top corner. You watch it again, it was a shocking penalty. Just one of those where the keeper dives too far and I don't pull it far enough across the goal to bother. I don't pull it far enough across the goal to make it, so the keeper has to save it. And then obviously, as you saw there, they managed to make a go of it and try and have a shot to get a consolation goal, but they can't unfortunately do that and end up winning 7-0 with a Hernandez hat-trick. No, not a Hernandez hat-trick. Pablo Hernandez's name confusing me there. Palacios getting man of the match, and I'll show you the match stats, and I meant to do match stats in a minute. And as you can see, he only had 6 shots and 4 of them on target. So cheers guys, hope you like the episode.